Good afternoon, this is the Lock Doc coming back to you. Today we're talking about pins. I was approached by my father actually, who's interested about keying locks, but he's not a locksmith, but he likes the idea of keying and how it all works. So him and I were talking about this, and if you're a locksmith or just someone that's in, I guess it's called lock sporting, where you just like playing with locks. One of the best things you can do is honestly get one of these little plastic containers. Usually you can find them at where you find fishing lures and stuff. Heck, you can go to Handyman, Lowe's, any of those kind of places. You can find these boxes, different sizes. I opted for this one because this is my Sargent kit. And essentially I have this one for bottom pins, and I have another one that has top pins. And in the bottom of them I have like this is a 4 bottom pin, that's a 2, and then underneath I have the measurement. So that's 190 thousandths of an inch. This one's 230 thousandths of an inch. And then over on the top pins you got 20 thousandths. Oh, I'm sorry, no, that's not 20. Yeah, it's 20 thousandths of an inch. And that's 60 thousandths. Anyway, so with this one being Sargent, these top pins go up in increments of 20 thousandths of an inch. And this is kind of rough, it's not exact. It's actually 19 thousandths of an inch is the difference between, we'll say a 1 and a 2. But given that 1/1000th of an inch, it's not a huge thing. Anyways, you can, which led me to my next thing, you can go on eBay and people are selling pins, or starter pins is what they call it, and you get like 8 of these and 8 of these and 8 of these and this, and they're charging out the wazoo, to be quite truthful, because you can get 150 of these pins for like $5 or something like that. So you can get a whole set. Now granted, if you're only doing one lock, that's not a big deal. Where it kind of matters and it's kind of misleading is over on the top pins, because they'll give you 8 of these and 8 of these and 8 of these. Well, under most circumstances you're not using 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. You only use this top pin if you have a really deep cut, such as a 10 or a 9. If you have an 8 cut, you would use a 6. If you have a 7 cut, you would use a 7 top pin. And pretty much everything else, like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you would put a 160 as the top pin. Now this is referring to the pin that's actually up in the shell, which would be, the pins up here. If you're talking about these pins in the barrel, they're referred to as driver or master pins. Those can really be, you typically never want to have a number separated by the distance of 1. You always want to have cuts 2 or greater. So by doing that, that pretty much eliminates the 1 you don't need. And then over here, you typically don't need a 10 top pin, because you're not going to have a 0 cut or a no cut. You could have an 8 or a 9 though. Where you get some of these 11 or 10, 11, 12 and even 13 and 14 has to do with interchangeable cores. So those are typically not, under normal circumstances used. But I just wanted to share that because this is a very easy way, without spending, a max amount of cash, to create a little pinning set. The company that works real well for me is Lab Pins, L-A-P or L-A-B-P-I-N-S. Anyways, yeah, so if you like this video, feel free, leave a comment below, and thanks again. Have a great day.